the metrics that you really prioritize and focus on in the support organization?
Yeah, so I think the most important thing when talking about metrics to kind of call out is trying to visualize metrics within Zendesk is really challenging. Zendesk Analytics is not the most robust. You can get some level of detail, but if you want to kind of dig in and figure out exactly what's going on with your numbers, first response times, being able to do like advanced computations like P90, which is something at Mixpanel we actually care about P90 a lot. I'll dig into that a little bit later. We like to port that data over to Mixpanel. So what we do is we've created webhooks within Zendesk that actually directly hit the Mixpanel track API. And that way in real time, when tickets are created, we use a trigger to say, if a ticket is created, trigger this webhook from that webhook to the Mixpanel API. And then we'll get these ticket created, ticket updated, ticket solved events in Mixpanel. And from there, that allows us to kind of create funnels in Mixpanel to see how long it takes from a ticket being created to it being updated or first touched, and then it being solved. And in those funnels, we can kind of do some analysis on the time in between each step and looking at P90, which is first response P90, which is one of the most important metrics that we care about here at Mixpanel. I think one thing that a lot of companies look at is either average resolution time, but what we've decided to look at is first response time, because within Mixpanel questions, and this is true for a lot of companies, there are so many complex situations that can arise with Mixpanel as a product that it could be totally normal for a ticket to take 2 weeks to resolve. And because of that, I think relying on resolution time is a really a swayed metric, in the sense that if you are expecting tickets to be complex and time consuming, why do we want to incentivize people to go fast and potentially cut corners? However, one thing that should never change and should always be fast, in my opinion, is first response time. Because I think about my own experience. For example, I buy something on Amazon, I receive a product, it doesn't match the description, I reach out to support. The thing that I care about is, do they get back to me within 2 days? Because if they haven't got back to me within 2 days, I might forget that I even sent in that request. And I'm probably going to be really frustrated when I do remember I sent in that request and they actually reply. So that's why we focus on first response time. It's something that's completely in each support engineer's hands to respond to customers fast, to follow up to customers fast. We also care about that. We always try to have follow-ups be within 1 business day of the customer replying. So either same day or next day at the worst case. Other things that we care about a lot and that we do a lot of kind of analysis on are the categories. So we have like a very robust like categorization system where support engineers, as they work on tickets, they categorize the ticket. And we use Mixpanel to kind of analyze the top 10 kind of categories that are generating the most tickets, monitor trends within those, and send that data all over to the product and engineering team. It's kind of like a kind of lagging indicator, you could call it, I guess, of maybe a bad deploy or a feature that is generating more questions than answers, which is definitely not what we're looking for here at Mixpanel. And then lastly, Net Promoter Score, or NPS, or CSAT, whatever you might like to call it. That's the third metric that we really care about at Mixpanel and kind of analyze heavily.